The ESRB has rated Planet Zoo E10 Plus for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for everyone aged 10 and over. Hey there, folks. This is Jack. Welcome back to the zoo. This is officially the last episode in the Pine Ridge Zoo series. What I'm going to do after this is I'm going to be starting a brand new zoo, and it will be literally the last Planet Zoo 1 zoo I do for the channel. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to Planet Zoo 2. I figured it out somewhere. I can't remember where. How many days. How many days it's going to be between now and the release of Planet Zoo 2, and how many episodes I should do to make it a big zoo and all that number. I want to do a complete zoo for this new, for the last zoo. I want to do it justice, but at the same time, it will be the last thing I do for Planet Zoo 1, because Planet Zoo 2 is coming and we all want it. We're all anticipating it. I've seen things, do I have questions about it? Yes. Do I have concerns about the new game? Of course. Am I already slightly disappointed that certain things are the way they are? Yes. Is it going to keep me from getting the game? No. Is it going to keep me from enjoying the game? No. Am I going to switch over as soon as I possibly can? Yes. I think that what I'm probably going to do, what's likely to happen, is I'll get the game, I'll play with it a couple of days to get familiar with it, and then I will start doing videos. But the next zoo I do, which is going to, I'm going to end Pine Ridge Zoo with this episode, and I'm going to start the new zoo. I don't have a name for it yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it, but the working title is the last Planet Zoo 1 zoo I'm ever going to do for the channel, which is too long to put in the title, the title blurb on YouTube. Anyway, guys, what we're doing here is I'm going to build a habitat for the sable antelope. I was originally planning on including them in the giraffe habitat here, but there wasn't enough space, so I'm giving them the space that used to belong to the ostriches. We will continue that in just a moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It happens. I'm an old man. Anyway, where was it? Oh, yeah, the sable antelope. I originally wanted to include them in the giraffe habitat, but there turned out not to be enough space. Turns out the sable antelopes require a lot more space than I thought they would. So, we're going to put them in their own home, and I'm going to do that right now. Well, I'm going to start it right now. And this was a fun zoo. I liked how it worked. And I know I had been talking about doing the rebuild and all that number, but I just decided last night that what I would do is I would start one last big zoo project, and this one last zoo project would lead all the way to Planet Zoo 2, which I am looking forward to. I've seen enough of the in-game footage, and I've seen enough test play and all that number that I'm like seriously jazzed. Yes, I'm bummed that we're gonna have to buy all the animals again. And I'm not particularly interested in aquariums. Aviaries I can get behind, but I'm not particularly interested in aquariums. I will, of course, include aquariums in my zoos. I'm not going to be an idiot. But they were never my driving thing. I know people who were like, oh, Planet Zoo would just be perfect if only it had aquariums. And I'm like, but why? Because aquariums are cool. Yeah, okay, but why? They were never a thing for me. I mean, aquariums are good, aquariums are nice, aquariums are fun. But I never got the obsession. And there are Planet Zoo fans out there who were like, if Planet Zoo 2 doesn't have aquariums, then I'm gonna just burn this place to the ground. It's not gonna be any good. The game's gonna suck. And it's like, well, wow, that's kind of a limited perspective, isn't it? But it is what it is. I am happy that they are giving us some of the creatures that they're giving us, and the more I see of the gameplay and the updated animations and the graphics of the new game, the more I'm enthused for it. So anyway, here's how the next zoo is going to work. I am going to start off with a single species, what do you call it? A main gate opening species, as it were. I think that's what Leaf would call it. And then I'm going to ask a selected group of my friends to pick each week which animals I add to the new zoo. And I have to do, and I'm going to try and go all out and do dynamic builds for the habitats and all that number. And I'm only doing one episode a week because what I want to do is I may take, I've heard, I heard once something that Rudy Rinkimmel talked about, and he says, this build, or no, it was Caesar. It was Caesar. He had done a build for something. I can't remember what. I think it was hyenas or maybe lions or jaguars. Might have been jaguars. And he goes, I completed this build over a period of 3 days. And I'm like, yeah. And then I think, most of my builds take less than an hour. Well, I'm going to try and step up my game. It's not a bad thing that my builds take less than an hour. But at the same time, I'm just going to put, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to do more than what I've been doing. Okay, construction. We're going to put building on this end. Wood. Alright, mud wall. Mud wall base. Here we go. Mud wall base. All right. Mud door base. Then I think we're going to, let's see, how about some of these? Yeah. This will give the antelopes some shelter space. No, these are going to be solid walls. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get this lined up. All right, now we'll put a gate, a habitat gate right there. Looks like that curve is unavoidable, so okay, that's fine. Oh, for crying out loud, look at this. Okay, fine. I'm not going to bitch about it. Excuse the cough, guys. Concrete. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. Much better. Okay, so let's get some bedding in here. All right. I think at this point we can bring in the animals. What are they doing in the trade center? Oh yeah, that's right. I bought too many of them. Invalid destination. Oh, that fuck. I hate when I make university errors like that. Alrighty. Yeah, right there. Come on, right there on the corner. You can do it. Get on the corner. Get on the freaking corner. Ugh. Oh, sure, it'll go to that corner just fine. I don't know. Okay, where was I? There's no null barrier here, so... we lay down the null barrier. And then we can bring the animals in to tighten everything up and figure out what the spacing is and all that. Excuse me. All right, now we can bring the antelope in. Okay. I haven't unpaused the game once right so far. Let me see, what kind of plants do I want to... You know what I want? I want a baobab tree. I don't use baobab trees very often. And when I do, they're always effective. Do I have any that are actually on camera right now? Yes, right here. And it's part of an assembly, so I'm just going to grab this up whole, make a copy of it, bring it over to the new space for the sable antelope, and drop that right there. I mean, look at that. That is magnificent, isn't it? Okay, and we're going to need food and water and all that number. So species, sand cat, reindeer, sable antelope. Here we go. Okay. Big food dish. And a grassland water pipe. Hi there. Yes, enrichment is low. I haven't put any toys in. Hard shelter doesn't have roof over it yet, so I get it. Okay, habitat. Alright, food and water taken care of. Let's look at toys. This is all the toy. Grab balls are essential. I love watching antelope species play with the grab balls. This is why I'm giving them 2. Okay, and a hanging feeder. This is another chance for us to add plants. Give it a hanging feeder. Rubbing pillar? Yeah, why not? Is the hitbox in this thing really that gigantic that I can't put it up here? My God, look at this. It's like, oh no, you can't put it here. Why can't I put it there? Well, because it's too close to the hitbox. The hitbox is 1,000 fucking square yards. That's just hilarious to me. Okay, that gives them the toys. Let's see what they need. Hard shelter, that's, yes, I understand that. That'll be soon. They have almost twice the land that they need. Okay, and all the, you know, they've got enough soil and long grass, short grass, that kind of thing. Plants, the coverage is at 26%. That's what they want. All the plants are good. Looks like. However, I am going to add one more plant. That's the thorn acacia tree. I love the thorn acacia tree. It's my favorite single plant in the entire game. Too many plants. Too much coverage. Alright, I can deal with that. We'll get rid of the marula tree. We'll get rid of the violets and the reeds. We'll leave the rocks. Moderate environmental what? Plants and hard shelter, okay. Too many plants, it says. I may have to give up my hookthorn acacia tree, which I love and I hate giving up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the antelopes and just work on the roof. Okay. Let's get this hard shelter taken care of. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. The trick to these fast habitats is that I already know ahead of time what I want to do with it. And in a lot of cases, the animals are not demanding at all. I mean, the truth is a sable antelope, like most hoof stock, as long as you give them enough room, they don't care. It is being stubborn. That's something that I hope they fix in the second game. I hope that this stubborn, I don't want to clip, despite the fact that it's built to clip, I hope that nonsense just goes away. It would be so much better. Grid height. There we go. What is this anyway? What is this? Yeah, it's a quarantine, a small quarantine. Okay. Alright, let's check things. Plants, still too much plants. You know what? I'm just gonna concede. There, are you happy now? Antelopes. Dad, she's pregnant. She wasn't pregnant when she got here. All right, it's still twice as much room as they need. That makes me wonder. Huh. Yes, it's raining. I'm going to add a couple more animals to the mix. Okay, I don't need males, I need females. There we go. Okay, so let's deal with the externals. But anyway, in the new zoo, I'm going to try and go all out. I'm going to, on everything. And the reason I was going to do one episode a week is because I want to give myself maximum time to work on the zoo itself. And what I'm going to try and do is a format where I record the build and then do a voiceover. I'm recording my voice at the same time that I'm recording the build. But what I was thinking about doing was recording the build and then doing a voiceover later after the build is finished. I don't know how good I'm going to be at that, and I may end up just going, you know what, this is stupid, and go back to recording the build as I talk. So we'll see we'll see how it happens. But the zoo animals will be randomly chosen by my friends, and as much as I like themed areas, it's not going to be themed areas. Although I might be able to do some of it, some theming, by just not doing a what I call a growth build. A growth build is when a growth build is when if this is the entrance, you start here and you just grow outward. But what I can do in this new zoo is basically say, okay, here's the entrance. The African sections can be all over this area. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Would you guys get the hell out of there? Yeah, we're just going to walk through something because why not? We're here. I got an idea. How about this? You like this? You dipshit, get out of my sign. I hope they fix that in Planet Zoo 2 also. Hold on just a second. All right. Okay, the externals are set except I think for the educational talk. Alright, there we go. Now let's get this. I need to build a sign that's better than this one. I think I'll do that too. I'll spend some time making some props. All right. Still have plenty of room. What's the herd size? How much? 11? Oh, well, in that case, let's make it an actual herd. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my mother. Everybody say hi to Mom. Okay. Here comes the mechanic. Good. All right. So anyway, guys, that's just about it for our And we have a baby. I love how they're sleeping on the grass and not in the shelter that I gave them. Isn't that just brilliant? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's the sable antelopes. What do you think? I know it's pretty basic, but like I said, they're not picky and they're not demanding. Like most antelope species, all they need is a little room, a place to eat, and some toys, and they're good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, join me in the next episode when I begin the new zoo project, which doesn't have a name yet, but will be literally the last Planet Zoo 1 zoo we will be doing on this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
The jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The natural world is a wonder, but we have to help it survive. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it's their planet too. If we don't fix it, we're all through. You're on a mission to build a zoo.